Welcome back guys, and we're going to be doing part 2 of your questions answered for Bleach Death Awakening. So without wasting any time, let's jump right into this video and see what you want to know about Bleach Death Awakening. Okay, so the first question is from Night Reaper. I want to ask, what is the best way to spend on Death Awakening and how do you do it? Okay, pretty good question. The first thing you want to do when you're spending on Death Awakening is buy a permanent card and a monthly card. A monthly card is going to give you 100 gems every day for 1 month, and a permanent card is going to give you 100 gems every time you log into the game. Permanently, so forever until the game dies. The second thing you want to spend on is either during character rebates when you want to get a specific character, or spend when ×3 is on, which basically means you're getting 3 times the amount of gems you would normally get for the same price. It's also a good habit to check what recharge events are on. You can do that by pressing on con and just scrolling down the list. Sometimes the deals are very good, so keep that in mind as well. But the first thing you have to do is grab that permanent card and grab that monthly card. That's 200 gems alone a day just from logging into the game. Beautiful stuff right there. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. And during ×3 you would just buy gems, of course. Your anime person, how can I win one of these accounts? Well, there's no giveaway, so you can't win one right now. I don't think I'll be doing another one anyway for Bleach Death Awakening. What's the best way to get Soul Blades free to play in the English? I don't play the English version, sorry man. I assume it's the same way, but I say this time and time again, I don't play the English version. I will never play it. I don't like it, just like I don't really like Solitaire. How can I download the Chinese version of the game? From Aiden Pierce, I believe. I'm going to leave a link in the description for that, man. I'm going to link you to the 9-game version, which should be pretty solid. Android TT, all of those other versions are still good. Apart from 4399, if you saw my last video, you will know that has been taken down. And even though the website for the game is still up, it doesn't seem to let you download the game from the website. So it's been completely removed. Magdi Trablesy, I don't know. Please do a guide. I really want to play this game, but I can't understand anything. And I do believe in the replies he says that he's played the English version, but not so much because it is very pay to play. Okay, that's a very broad question, man. Like, what are you struggling with? What do you find difficult? I don't know. I've done quite a lot of guides on the game. I can't answer your question since it's very broad, and it would probably take up, like, I don't know, 20 minutes of your time if you wanted a really in-depth explanation of every single thing in the game. Probably more than that, actually. If you be more specific, I can answer you better. Okay, let's see. Fallen Eagle. I have 2 questions. How much gems should someone save up before spending on multi-summons? Is there space open in your division? Okay, first question. You should only be doing multi-summons 2 times minimum, 3 times maximum, and that's near the very start of the game. After that, you don't summon. If you need a character, you just fuse them using puzzle fragments, or you farm them via 2-time story, etc. You don't waste gems on summoning. That's a very bad move. For me, 2 times is a bit too much, but I'm gonna say 2 times a minimum, 3 times a maximum. I like to do just 1 when I start a fresh new account, but that's just me. Is there any space open in your division? I don't have a division, man. I've never really had one either, so yeah, there's no spaces. Blood Wizard 66. What is the fastest way to get FBI to rank 12? I know you have to pay quite a bit to get a lot of his shards, but I don't really know in what exactly to invest on. Fastest way? Well, the fastest way would be to make a DOF account, which is a Duel of Fate account, and top up when his character rebate is on. You can check that through events on the website, unlock the character, and then farm him through Duel of Fate. So basically every time you refresh Duel of Fate, you're guaranteed to get Fullbring Ichigo, because you only have him unlocked, or him and Ichigo unlocked, and probably some other bosses as well if you want to farm them like that. If you don't have a DOF account and you don't want to do a DOF account, you can also just top up during his character recharge events. I think I said rebate, I meant recharge events. That's the fastest way to get him. Blood Wizard 66 again. Which character do you think I should focus more on first? Tensei Zangetsu or Bankai Yamamoto? Depends on your level. Personally, for me, if I'm below level 80, I would go for Tensei Zangetsu, because I feel like he's going to dish out more damage than Bankai Yama. Once I hit 80 plus, I tend to focus on Bankai Yama. The 80 keto that Bankai Yama has with the permaburn is super useful, and it can really boost his damage output by a lot. So hopefully that answers your question. Void Mayo. Is there a rank or level that Sealed Eisen gets really good? I'm level 73 and so is my weapon level for him, and my Kido is maxed out up to that point. Okay, first things first, power level does not mean everything in this game. Just because a character has higher stats or higher power does not mean it's gonna deal out more damage than a character that has lower stats or less power. A perfect example of that is Kazui. Simply based on the Kidos and the way his skills work, he can deal out far more damage than people who have higher stats than him. So it's also good to keep that in mind as well. As for your Mugen Eisen, basically rank 9 for Mugen Eisen isn't even that good. For me personally, rank 12 is where Mugen needs to be, simply because his third can interrupt invincible moves at rank 12. And we can actually start to see him dish out a lot more damage. Also, level 73 is pretty low for him Kido wise. He starts to get those really strong Kidos at level 80 plus. So yeah, it's not too surprising to see Tensei Zangetsu doing more damage. Yours is also rank 10, which means he's going to get that nice buff to his third, which is also going to deal out a lot more damage. So don't be too surprised by that. Try and get your Mugen up a lot more. Rank 12 he's really going to start shining and doing some really cool stuff for you. So hopefully that answers your question. They both have pretty high stats as well. Alright, let's move along. What's the last level in this game? Currently level 105 if you're talking about player level. If you're talking about story mode chapter, which you're probably not, but the latest chapter is chapter 20. I have a question. That was from Amir Abdullah, and this one is from Kamal Kareem. I have a question. I can't do 10 million more damage to new division boss with Ishida. My level is 91, I don't understand. Unfortunately, I have actually never fought any of the new division bosses yet. But I do know that apparently Uryu is the way, so if you are struggling with your damage output, you might want to go back and focus on your Uryu combos, maybe increase your soul echoes, maybe use better supports as well. For example, if you're running Uryu, you're mainly going to run the what is it again? The Mo and Ojiyama combo, I believe, where Mo is greatly going to increase Uryu's output simply because of how Uryu is built. He can use a lot of skills in a very short succession, which makes him a very hard hitter when we're dealing with division bosses. So he's pretty top tier for division bosses, not so much in PvP though. Okay, I've been kind of powering through them. These questions haven't required me to go too in depth, but let me see if there's another question I can answer. This question is from Eddie. We'll do one more. I'm trying to download Bleach DA from 4399, but when I search for Bleach, it is not there, only BBS. I don't even think Bleach Brave Souls is on the Chinese Play Store. At least I haven't seen it on 4399. I've only seen Bleach Beyond the Boundary and Bleach Death Realm Battle. Bleach DA has been taken down off 4399. And it has also been taken down off their website, even though the actual website for the game is still there, but you can't download the APK file. Okay guys, that is part 2 done. I think I've covered all of the questions, or most of them, that you've asked on the Ask Your Questions video. If you have any more questions, you know what to do. Leave them in the comment section down below and I will answer them. So with that said, thanks for watching. Feel free to drop me a like if you enjoyed the video and if your questions or any of the answers helped you in any way, shape or form. I'm out.